Hey everyone, it's Ethan with Combat Radio here at Brigade-Radio-One, wishing you a very happy Halloween. Son of a bitch. You're listening to Brigade-Radio-One. Additional information into our conversation.
Alexa?
Yes. Hal, please. I'm surprised they haven't done an Alexa with Hal's voice yet, but it'd probably scare some people.
Well, you want to know something? You say that, and all of a sudden I come up with an idea. Because you remember the bad seed.
Yes.
At the time, computers
all
were
too
just
well.
starting to, and now this was set in the future, where essentially it's an Alexa that runs your entire house.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that today.
That's kind of scary, right? Doesn't that? Okay, here we go. Robin Hood. Wow, it looks almost like this has got to be for a musical version of Robin Hood, looking at the outfit. Director, is this the one with director Otto Bathurst?
Mm-hmm.
Ben Chandler's the writer. Yeah. Screenplay by David James Kelly. And the cast includes, well, for those of us who are interested, sorry folks, I'm not as up to speed on this site as I should be.
Where's your daughter? She'll get over here.
Yeah, she'll actually have this whole thing going quickly. Taron Egerton?
Okay.
Does it sound right?
That sounds good.
As Robin Hood. Will Scarlett is played by Jamie Dornan. You know, it's probably fine actors. Look, actors take the job, right?
Right.
They're jobbers. They can't always be blamed or credited for content.
As I say this all the time, it takes just as much effort, sometimes more so, to do bad work than it does to do good.
Right.
Because what happens, you got so many people questioning every decision you're making that, you get into the situation where that's... Because sometimes you watch these movies and say, well, what were they thinking?
Yeah, I say that a lot, actually.
I mean, I've been on sitcoms where it's sort of like I make the joke to the staff, sort of like the camera guy should just like turn the camera off and say, "No, we're not done. No, trust me,
you're done.
This is not going anywhere. Hey, let's just wrap it.
Let's all at least get let's at least get to happy hour, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original Halloween recently, Carpenter's?
I haven't, but I've seen it so many times that the last time I saw it, I think I started seeing sort of like, okay, this was really great for the time, but it doesn't necessarily hold up today's standards.
Well, no, that's exactly it. I mean, look, I appreciate what the movie is and what it's done, and it's fun to watch, but that's all it is. It's we were, it's so funny because there's two moments in there where she fights off an attack with this crazed killer and then promptly drops the knife thinking he's dead.
Right.
And my wife just shakes her head and goes, white people.
Right.
We would make sure that guy is dead. We would gangster that guy.
Exactly.
And it's just kind of hilarious. And then, of course, he springs back to life multiple times till he gets shot off the balcony. Yeah, the balcony. And I think they shot that two ways, actually.
They did, and then you have the imprint of him, and he's gone.
Well, Mark just did kind of like a disco imprint. I don't think he landed like a John Travolta landing. It's Saturday night. Anyway.
No, and then, but in the sequel, they're actually, they don't want to make him like he's superhuman. He's taking all these bullets, and
he's scarred up,
right, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. Hey, hi.
Well, you don't want to make him Frankenstein where he's unkillable. Hey, Shauna.
Hello. Can you walk this around and give Mark a coffee for me on your... Well, actually, I'll just hand it over.
Here we go.
You've done enough, sweetheart. Thank you. We're talking about Halloween. Have you seen Halloween?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah. I feel like I'm bored. I say no.
Oh, wow. See? Peer pressure.
You could say it doesn't hold up.
It doesn't hold up. We were talking about how it's a little bit... It is... Look...
There's no reason for him to go out killing people. He's pure evil.
He's pure evil.
And I told you that the
basic psychology.
Interview in written by, which was Carpenter. He was going to like all the British actors. He says the only person who could pull off this part with the lines that are coming out of his mouth is someone British.
Right. He's smart. That's a good call.
Right.
Well, let's be honest. Especially at that time, the Brits brought an aura of sophistication.
Yes.
Like the investigation. Yes, exactly. If they were from Scotland Yard, then they had a chance to crack this case in Haddonfield, right? And I think Christopher Lee was one of the first to say no, and he always regretted it, and he publicly regretted it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, that's funny that he said no, because he said yes to so much other... It makes me think of what else did Christopher Lee say no to?
But you have to look at it like this. The movie became a classic, but for its day.
Right.
It was very low budget.
It was $25,000 for 2 weeks for that part, right?
So it's sort of like they shot it, I think probably in 20 days.
That's probably why you said no.
So you just
the money.
Sort of look at you think, and these guys, if you've ever gone to a film festival, you'll understand there's a ton of movies they've got a lot of big talent involved. They never see the light of day.
Right.
They'll do the circuit and then they're done. So I'm sure Christopher Lee looked at this and sort of like, okay, why am I going to fly to Pasadena to be there for 2 weeks? This movie's not going anywhere.
Right. And he's already by that time had done over 200 films, so I'm sure he was living pretty well, like a British squire out in the countryside. You're listening to Brigade Radio 1.